Watch yoga videos.
Hang on, Dave. Hello. Can anybody hear me in the lobby? Yeah, what am I just gonna mute that? There we go, so nobody can shut it right now. Right, so hello everybody. Welcome to the round 7 at Austria season 3 of TTFL. I am your stand-in host, Wild Giver, or DXT Normer, or whatever you want to call me. I have 3 names. It does get quite confusing sometimes because my YouTube name's Wild Giver, my PSN's DXT Normer, and my real name's William Hunter, so it's sort of whatever you want to call me. I've got 3 of them. It would have been easier for me to put my DXT name to be DXT Wild Gamer, but I'm awkward, and that's the only reason why it's like that, is because I'm awkward. Anyway, so I'll get into yes. Wait a second. There we go. Just give me. Don't know if the stream has been shared yet. There we go. So it's been shared. Good. Should let me just check all systems are running good. You will hear me for a second. There we go. So I did try and get a bit of music going for the start, and then my speakers decided that they weren't going to work. So it was too late to do anything to them. So I did try and get them going before it started, because I normally start, share the stream, put the music on, and then turn my mic on whenever I'm commentating. But it didn't work out that way, as usual, because a lot of things have been going wrong for me lately. When I was streaming last week, and the league that I normally commentate on, well, the week before actually, the stream just would not work. YouTube just, it would not work, and they do 2 races. It took me halfway between. It was 15 minutes before the race started. Now, actually, I'm waffling. I've been told not to waffle. I waffle too much. That's my biggest problem, and you can see that. Don't waffle. So Austria, it's the shortest track on the calendar. If the cars had been the same sort of regs that they were in 2018, we would have been seeing under 1 minute lap times around this track. And this year, but because the regs have changed, we'll not see under 1 minute times for quite a long time, and Adar has left the session. So Austria is one of them tracks where it's very fast and flowing, and if you make a mistake, it will sort of have dire consequences for your momentum, because this track is mostly about momentum, in my opinion. Um, a lot of momentum around here is sort of key. But yeah, let's see how we get on. It's not as nice in this year's game. It feels sort of sketchy and loose and rough. You know, this year's game is just rough. You know, it's not smooth like last year's game was. You know, last year's game you win, you know, it feels hard. It just doesn't feel nice. So it doesn't compare to last year's game. Opinion is that this game is the worst game since 2015, but that's another story. So we're right on board with Freedom here. Now, unfortunately, this is the part where Gals will normally go. So we're coming up to such and such a name of a corner. Now, I am not that sort of into it, so I don't know one of the names of the corners around here. So I'm going to have to just go for turn 1, turn 2, turn 3. So that's all I'm going to go for. Gals will be back next week, so you're alright. Into turn 1, taking a lot of speed, down the 4th gate, try not to run down too wide on that sausage curb. It has caught me out, and it will catch a lot of people out today. Coming through turn 2, it's not really a turn, it's trying to be getting rid of it and putting the chicane in, but coming down now into turn 3, like brakes a little bit too late there. In the 3rd gear, probably should have been 2nd, but because it tracks a little bit green and he's first person out, he will new 2nd gear. Down in turn 4 now, taking a lot of speed in, down in the 3rd gear, a little bit too much speed in there, scrubbing up a little bit of speed, coming down now in the turn 6 and 7, double left hander, carrying a lot of momentum in through there. You see the car bouncing up and down, the suspension going up and down, that's a little bit of undulation bumps over there. Running out onto the curb, coming down now into turn, oh, he's invalidated in the final turn, and he's invalidated that, so he probably has invalidated in the next lap as well. So yes, as we can see here. So who will be there was who will be the first person set lap there? It will be a McLaren. So actually it might be non-human. So the McLeod brothers are non-human in Freedom, I think. If I get this wrong, I'm gonna look like such a twat. There's the XTH man. With a 1:04.8, so that time will continue to come down. I think we should see maybe 1:03s. It is well possible. So we're running aboard with non-human here. We'll see how we get it on. Get a couple of off-board shots as well. So a couple of yellow flags. I don't know what's happening up at turn 3 here. So look, that's a 1:04.3. So I think definitely we will see 1:03.9, 0.8, something like that there. So we've got Big Weir with a 1:04.875. So there's not a big long in that. But then Flea coming in with 1:05.3. I think he got held up on his lap. I did see a Red Bull getting held up turn 2. So we will, if it feels that worth reporting, he will report it. So Hobo and Matty are together. Matty is actually currently holding up Hobo, which will not go down well. And he's not really holding up, he's just in front of him being a little bit annoying, giving him dirty air. You can see that's what the dirty air does. And Matty has invalidated his lap. So with another yellow flag, I think this lobby's a little bit glitched, to be honest. Freedom with a 1:04.0, so that's a very tidy lap there. Freedom, but it did take him a couple of laps to do it. You have to go round one. You have to do his 8 lap, and then 2 flying laps, and then another flying lap was his actual flying lap. Oh, hang on, Hobo might have been an 8 lap. I think that's what it was, he was on an 8 lap. So, my bad. Sorry for accusing people of doing stuff. Like I should have this for doing it before, I'm sorry. I was wrong. He wasn't holding out. But, Hobo has invalidated immediately at turn 1 exit, so I will make another lap. We're right on Bubble Matty here, coming down into turn 6 and 7. Didn't take a lot of curb there. Keeps it quite nice through there. Didn't take a lot of curb through there again. Cameron was a little bit wider. Motor scrubbing off a little bit of speed, so up. That's a 104.4. That's a nice. Ted Gibson is one of our moderators, or one of my moderators. So he will be in and out through the course of the evening. So we're right on board with Flea. Flea has invalidated his out lap. So yeah. Let's see. We're right on board with Hobo coming down in turn 4. Uses quite a lot of lap there. I think he's running a quite understeer setup. Who is his teammate? Anthony. It's going a little bit slow. Or is that the Rebel of Flea? Oh, he's invalidated. That's Matty again. These two seem to be fighting each other in track and qualifying. So he has invalidated. That car looks very unstable. Whether it's being overdriven or it's a setup, it could be a combination of both. But we will ride off board for a lap. We're coming down in turn 1. You can see him taking a lot of curve on the inside there. He's not going to get away with that, to be honest. But he's no ERS left. He's only 3% coming up into turn 3. Who has run out of fuel? I want to say it's Senna. It is, because he's the only Alpha or Alpha Tauri. Anyway, DXD Hobo coming down into turn 4, 5. Is it 5 or is it 4? I don't know. I think I called it turn 4. I think it actually is turn 5 because there's a little kink in there. And it's turn 5. And it's turn 7 and 8. And was it 3 corners? I don't know. I'm getting confused. I normally have a laptop, but my laptop is buggered. So we're right on board coming into the last 2 corners. What sort of trying to take a little bit more curb on that outside. Playing it quite safe just to get a lap in here, I think. Yeah, it's not really a very quick lap. It's a 105.4. So yeah, I didn't get away with cutting at that time. And he's running low on fuel as well. Freedom here on a lap. Coming out of turn 3, I think this is turn 4 here, and that little thing, and then that's turn 5, I'm not sure, I'm guessing. That's turn 6. Coming down now into turn 7. Gonna take a little bit more curb, come down now into turn 8. Oh! Spot him out. He's lucky not to hit the wall. Those tires will be good for another couple of laps, because he hasn't gone too much. So that's just as long as he hasn't overheated them, because whenever you overheat tires in the F1 game, like a puncture basically. Going around the corner, oh, you're around. So just need to be wary of that. So come down now in turn 1. It's a little bit more curb than I would. Vibrated. There, we've got you. Turn 3 is a bit of a mess a minute. Oh, it was a bit of a mess. Everybody just arrived there in one time. That's Sana. I think Nevo spun out coming into turn 3. And we're sitting on the inside. I think that's what happened, or something to that extent. Who, like you see, there's a lot of traffic here now. We're right off board here. You can see this is a problem during qualifying. There is a lot of traffic here. This looks like it's going to be a very quick lap. A 103.8 now. That is what I call a lap. So Freedom on top at the 7-minute mark with a 103.8, Non-Human with a 104.3 in P2, so the McLeod brothers 1 and 2. TXT Matic P3 with 104.4. Dixie Senna 4th with a 104.5. Big Weir 5th with a 104.7. DXT Iceman P6 with a 104.8. Luke Robertson, a new driver, I think, P7 with a 104.8 again, so there's not a big lot in between Iceman and Robertson. It looked very long to be Robertson, but it is. Anyway, actually, who's moved up there? Speedy, 104.3. Goes into P2, so everybody has switched around now. We're down to Luke Robertson's moved up. Everybody's doing laps at the minute. Where we're down to, so Luke Robertson has moved up into P6. Big Weir P7 with 104.7. Next Iceman 104.8. King Salome or Shalom or whatever, P9 1050, Flea the one in P10, or P19 104.8, King Shalom now in the P10, Hobo P11 with a 105.4, Nevo P12 with a 105.6, and Dar Frenzy, DXT Coins and DXT Alchemy are yet to do a lap. Oh, that was hard. I can feel that my throat's getting very dry with all that talking. I just sort of. It took me 2 minutes to do that. I know that because I did it at the 7-minute mark. I will do it again. I will do it again at the end. Very wide there about Non-Human. Hello DXT Senna and welcome to the stream. I may have to get a drink of water. This is starting to really affect me. Actually, I'm gonna do it now. Bear with me 1 second because I am struggling here at the minute. And I'm just disintegrating as usual, but anyway, we'll also that. I'll be back in a second. I'm back. Well, I can talk now. I'm like disintegrating. So Non-Human up into P2 or 103.9. So Non-Human and Freedom are way out in front at the minute. So has he run out of fuel or is he letting? Who is that? It is it Maddie? Yeah. I said to myself, who is that? Because it's not Flea, and I was looking for the other Red Bull. It's Mally. To be honest, I was expecting more people to be out in track at this minute in time, because there's only 1, 2, 3, 5. Oh, Nevo's returned in bits. Why has Nevo done that? Nevo needed to do a lap. Maybe he has reasons. Back. I don't know. We'll gloss over that. So we're running off board here with DXT Muddy. See what DXT Muddy can do. DXT Muddy's it. It's rare that whenever I started league racing, I think the second league I joined, ever since then, DXT Muddy has been in a league that I raced in. So now at the minute I don't actually race any F1. I do F2 on Wednesday and that's it. At the minute, because I've quit IER. And because it was just mentally draining. So it was, but I'm going to do Saturday League for tea time. I'm going to be doing TTFL. I'm going to be racing on it, so fingers crossed that goes to plan. It looks like it's going to be a very good setup over there as well. So big shout out to Hobo, Fact and Nevo for setting this up and put a lot of work into what they believe in, because I think they're nearly 2 tiers as far as I know. They play a lot in these leagues. We'll play a lot in this league, and let's hope it pays off with this new Saturday league. I mean, I've seen leagues before. We're making a new league, so they do it. Say they do it on a Monday, and then they have another one. They make a new one for Sunday. I've seen them fall apart because of that Sunday league, as well as drivers coming in and all that. But because of that, Senna has retired. Has Senna retired on track? He has. So we're right on board. We'll see what's happened. He's spun coming out of there. So he's done a 104.5. Nevo has retired. So that's it for Hobo. So I will take a quick run through Freedom and P1, Non-Human P2, Anthony P3, Matty P4, Speedy P5, Big Wheel P6, Santa P7, Luke Robertson P8, Luke Robertson P8, King Shalom P9, Flea P10, Jake Stageman P11, Cons P12, Hobo P13, Neo P14, Dar P15, Francie P16 at the back. So we've got an explanation here from Santa. Turn 1, curb, cut him out. Yeah, curbs in this game are just horrible. I mean, me and this game don't get along, but the curbs in this game, you wouldn't even speak. No, what am I saying? You wouldn't touch them, is what I mean to say. Remember, that sounds wrong. No, only, rewind, what am I saying? Right, so you don't go anywhere near the curbs. Yes, that's what I was talking about. So there's your good. I've already called it out. So yeah, we'll go through it again. Freedom with a 103.8. We'll analyse these times here. So we'll see what the battles are going to be. That's going to be him and Non-Human are going to be sort of close. That midfield for the last podium spot, Anthony, Matty and Speedy are going to have a bit of a battle. That midfield down to Cons is going to be tight. From Big Wheel to Cons is going to be tight for those, for the bottom end of the top 10. Actually, from big wear down to Nevo is going to be very tight. In my opinion, it's going to be just wheel to wheel every single lap. So, on a Batman, it could be an old crash. Finishing record in this game, I don't think I've seen a league. Oh, and it is raining. There's a little bit of spa stad into the furnace. It's raining. I wasn't told about the rain. One of the drivers neglected to look at the weather charts, or maybe they just did. The drivers that did look at it's not in the stream. I don't know, but it's raining, and that's more fuel on the furnace, more spice on the pizza. Whatever metaphor you want to use for more spice on this is up to you. So, non-human leading us away in this quite damn Boston race here. This is sort of throw the form book a bit out the window. See, there's nobody really stands out to me as being a wet weather connoisseur. As a surprise, it's raining. Yes, it is raining. Yeah, there's nobody I really know that is proper wet weather god in this league. I mean, some of the drivers I haven't raced against in the wet, but yeah. Unless somebody pulls something out of the bag with a really good setup, I think it's gonna be much the same. Some drivers may struggle in the rain, so I'm not expecting everybody. What am I saying? I'm expecting everybody to sort of shuffle about and on lap one, maybe a couple of spinners is possible with these tricky conditions. It is going to be a one stop. Oh, who's that spawn in the background? That is Freedom. Yes, it is. Look, there he is behind Flea. So we will wait for the grid to form. I will ride on board with our last hybrid form, which would be Collins. So we're waiting for Collins to line up. Obviously had a spin coming. Oh, where do you have a spin? I can't remember where he had a spin, but he had a spin on the formation lap. So that's why he is at the back and joining out. So waiting for the usual glitch to go over with the lights. Lights out, race on here in Austria. So that's all. That was the real lights. Oh, who's that? Straight away, that's Hobo in the background. Human going side by side, coming into turn 2 and turn 3 here. With a couple of spinners at the back. DXT Nevo and King Shalom's gone down as well. So Nevo is sitting at turn 1, hasn't moved yet. There we go, he's moving now. So non-human and Freedom having a bit of a battle coming up into turn 3 there. So obviously the two of them's a bit more equal in the rain here. DXT Matty in P3 holding his own. DXT Anthony looking to go around the outside of Speedy there into turn into that turn. Good comeback. So we'll look at the people that's got front wing damage. So Adar has front wing damage. Flea's had a very bad start. Headstar up the rear has Collins and got no front wing. I was going to say, he got front wing damage. He can't have damage or something that's not there. Hobo definitely doesn't have a front wing. And what about Nevo? Does he actually have any damage, or did he just spin? We will see now. No, there's no damage visually in that car, but you've got to remember in this game that you can get side pod damage, and I think there could well be side pod damage on that car. So we'll see if he pits. He does pit. So yeah. Non-human keeping a lot of pressure here on Freedom. Might go for a move actually. You can hear the tires squealing as he judders to find traction. Well, not judders, struggles to find traction is the word I'm looking for. In the Haas and the Mercedes, representatively. And I just realised that what I've just said there makes absolutely no sense. But anyway, yes, we'll look at further back. So there's a big sort of train here. So Luke Robinson's probably the closest person to anybody gap-wise. That gap is steady around half a second. Owens is sort of steady around. Actually, no, Senna and Big Wheel, sorry. That gap is steady around half a second, fluctuating around half a second. The other one is sort of around 7, 8 tenths, or between 6 and 8 tenths. So it's sort of fluctuating a bit more. But is he going for that? Oh, thought about a dive there, did DXT Senna. That's allowed Luke Robinson. Or Robertson, I keep saying Robinson, it's not Robinson, it's Robertson. Close up a little bit in that gap. And front has gone up again, but that gap now is sort of fluctuating, and it did fluctuate down 6 tenths, now into 9 tenths, but we're talking about minimal gaps here. Who is heading this train? Non-human has got past Freedom, so we missed that overtake because I'm a donkey and I miss things like that. Normally I'm very good at catching incidents and not overtakes. There's a sort of a handicap really. Oh, DXT Body's going to go for a move, not quite. So Freedom's obviously struggling in the rain here. You can see that car sparkling away. She's already running quite a low ride height. Poor Nevo has spun again. This may be the end for Nevo. That car is looking pretty bad. He needs to do what? Oh no, saying that he has stayed on the same lap, so we might catch up. Pit and try to catch up, but that car is looking pretty bad. If he can hold it in front of the cars behind, try not to get lapped. He's fine. Oh no, he has to pit as well, doesn't he? I can't put my lap down. So, Nevo here is going to go a lap down. Will anybody pit? No, it's a bit too early to pit, isn't it? You might get fresh tires for this. Well, later in the race. So he is pitting. So he's now a lap down on everybody, and you know, he's down a lap on everybody down to King Slow. So will he be allowed to gain that back or not? I'm not sure. So it's interconditions the whole race. I've been told by Senna here. So, ooh, that's going to make it quite interesting. When do you pit? When do you pit? Because, I mean, the inters at the end of the second stint are going to last a little bit longer because it's not as much weight in the car. They're not putting on or as much stress because of the weight. But then again, you're putting a little more stress on because you can carry more speed into your soda. It's a tricky situation we're in here because if you pit lap 18, that's halfway. But then you're gonna have some decent tires coming towards the end. If your second stint, you're risking a puncture at the end of your first stint. So I would probably maybe lap 15, 16 would probably be the window. Probably actually between lap 15 and 20. Is that maybe the window that they'll use? I'm not sure. I'm trying to, because if you put it in lap 12 before, you'd be running the risk of getting a puncture on the second stint. So you'd want to put sort of maybe lap 15-ish to you, sort of at the halfway mark. You can just have a couple more laps, and then you'd be sort of equal on each side on each stint on the tire at the end. Whereas if you did it 18-18, you'd have a bit more tire wear on the second stint, or a bit less tire wear on the second stint than you would in the first stint on the tires. So it's a tricky little situation here. So it is. So for this coming in for the whole race, I'm gonna say if it does run for the whole race, we're gonna get any heavier, but it's just been said that it's enter conditions the whole race. Senna has pit. Is that for front line? Looks as if it is for front wing. Yeah, it's pit for front wing. Obviously got front wing damage in that one and never bothered to change it. Now he's taking an opportunity to get back to the gear, so we will catch him at the back. And effectively he's made a free pit stop. He's done a little mileage on the... He's done as much mileage as possible on the old tyres. We'll go to the end on these tyres. Now these tyres are running the risk of getting a puncture. Obviously feels that he can deal with the high tyre wear. I've had instances before where the Evo has spun again. I've had incidents before where I've seen drivers spin out because of high tyre wear in the rain. Worn tyres in the rain is a bad combination, but we'll get back to that if there's another safety car. So non-human is going to lead the grid away here. Time to try and do a recovery dive. Well, fire Sada, you're in with a shout maybe the win, or at least a very high scoring point. So non-human is away. Freedom Hotness tail behind in P2. Dixie Raleigh a little bit behind in P3. Speedy P4 under pressure from Dixie Anthony. A big Weir P6 right behind Luke Robertson. Dixie Nevo has retired, so that's not a big surprise to be honest. It wasn't on his way today, and that's it's unfortunate because if it hadn't been dry, I think it would have been in shot with at least points and maybe a podium. I'm not sure, but this midfield fight isn't getting any broader. It's getting closer, quite a lot closer. So it is. You get to see any moves. The wet weather you see, it can make you a little bit more cautious. Big Weir is quite close to Anthony. But then again, Robert or Luke behind is quite close. We have a yellow flag. So that's the flee. I'm sort of waiting to see if Hobo can do anything. Oh, let's see what Santa's up to. So Flea and Hobo have picked. What for? Hobo's got a drive-through penalty. And he's got 13 on his car. I'm saying nothing. Oh, that look, spawn. So Dar has Dar left? Yes, so Dar left in quali. For what reason I don't know. That car is tramping on, to be honest. Oh, who's that? That's Santa. So that's Santa getting past Collins there, up onto the bike. So Santa has made a great recovery drive so far. And they can hold on to that car, keep it to straight line. I think he's win with a good shot at the win here today. Oh, that's Collins going very wide the background. So next up is Dar. AI. In the Williams. So we've got a sort of a tail-off group here. I think King Shalom is struggling to find any pace behind Iceman here. Come on, does he have front line damage and maybe minor? If that car looks like it's understeered like a bus. And handling like a bus, to be honest. No, Hugh gets a 3-second time penalty, so that could come to bite him later in the race whenever he goes to pit. If he has a slow pit stop at all, it's going to ruin his race. That also going to ruin. He's going to have to pull a 3-second gap on everybody. He's going to have to pull a 3-second gap on two behind him in that little breakaway group that Matty is sort of a part of, sort of not. He's hanging on. So yes, he's sort of in that no man's land that they used to talk about between the midfield and the top guys or the top team. But there isn't really a no man's land anymore. There used to be such a big gap between. Excuse me. This was such a big gap between the top teams, Mercedes, Red Bull, Ferrari, and then the midfield teams like Renault and McLaren. That used to be maybe about 20-second gap between P6 and P7. So that's what I'm talking about by saying no man's. That feels like ages ago, but it was like 2019. The last time that was sort of inflation, that no man's land. It feels like ages ago. Anyway, we've lost all that. This rain is. I thought it was going to be a cracking wind swell. There hasn't been too much wild wind yet. Once everybody pits, however, it might change. So we're waiting for this pit stop window to open. It's lap 12. And there's one of the early points in the race that I pointed out for the race, for the tyres to be changed, would be lap 12. That would be pushing it on the second stint. Lap 15 to 20 now, I would say, is the window that most drivers will use. But I'm thinking to myself, well, I pit lap 14, which would make me look like a bit of an idiot. You don't need any help with that. In the night pit lap 14 minutes in, you got 4. I personally would pit between lap 15 and 20. 20 would be if you can't, if you feel really comfortable in the tires you're on at the minute and you want to stay on them for a bit longer, that would be sort of, you'd stay on them lap 20 and then you'd be like, right, get off them now before you get a puncture. So we're waiting for, so Flea has come in again, and I don't know why he's doing nothing. That's why. Oh, excuse me again. Excuse me. I'm tired. Been a long week. So Flea has retired in the pits. And that's him and Flea and Neville is the only drivers to retire. I'm sorry if I sound really sort of downbeat and that I'm not enthusiastic. It's just, it's been a long week. This week I've been getting up at 6 o'clock, travelling in the bus and getting home at 6 again. So yeah, it's just a long week. Well, I wasn't expecting it. I wasn't. So, yes, we're in a bit of action here. Our hopes are pinned on King Salome getting close enough to Iceman. It's a lovely camera angle there, isn't it? Quite like it. It's some nice camera, and there's some good features and some bad features, but the good features don't redeem this game to make it a half-decent game. It's still a terrible game. I mean, yes, it's lovely to look at, and you can play. You can play Breaking Point. It's got this new game, but if you can't drive around the track without spinning, I mean, there's not really much point in putting the track in, is it? Putting Breaking Point in, I should say. You know, there's no point in having anything moves. I mean, I would play a lot of single player. I did 2 10 seasons my time career mode. Or not 10 seasons. I didn't do 10 seasons. I had 3. Oh, that's a big moment there by King Salome. He might have got front wing damage. I'm not sure. It doesn't look like it, but that front wing is definitely scored anyway. I don't think what I did last year. I had 3, and I did. In the first one I did 6 seasons. The second one I did 4 seasons, and the third one I did 5 seasons. So that would be 15 seasons of my team, and I did a further 3 or 4 in a Williams. So that's 19 seasons, and I've done 1 season so far in my team. So this is our window. Our window is open now, and now, I mean, if that car comes back out in drag, no, it doesn't. I don't see why he retired there, because he would have got. I don't know. It was after a rage quit. Is that what they call a rage quit, or is it a? No, I'm thinking something else. Anyway, Jake Anthony has caught up with Speedy here. We're gonna add them. I just in case you forgot, or just in case you thought I didn't notice. Freedom had put it. I didn't notice. I was monitoring it, and that's what I was being a bit quiet for. So non-human has got out with Dixie Iceman in the middle of between him and Freedom. Now he needs to utilise that, because if he lets Iceman pass, why did I go the wrong way around? I don't know. If he lets Iceman pass, he's going to compromise. Freedom might get past, and then the rest is sort of blown towards Freedom again. Because Iceman is there, he has the right to defend that position and will defend that position, as he is doing, and is holding up Freedom, so non-human can pull away. Freedom will fight this as hard as he can. Anthony and Speedy are yet to catch. So we'll look at the why is everyone disabled? I didn't disable everyone. Who's that? Oh, Freedom has spun! Oh, that's a bit naughty there. That's safe to go. Freedom has spun! Oh, I'm gonna rewatch that. See, I have the luxury, I can rewatch things on my phone. I'm gonna put Speedy in the lead. So got a big swap around coming out of turn 10 at the top of the hill, and then cut straight across, pit, answer it. So yeah, got a big swap around coming out of the next corner. The right hander, I think it's turn 10. Right, let's count it. Turn 11. Or turn 10 or 11. So, Anthony and Speedy are going to come in, and that's going to put them. It's not going to put them in the lead, it's going to put them right up there with the lead. Senna's put as well. I think Senna's been the biggest gainer out of this, in my opinion. Well, Senna was up in the P4, down in the P5 now. He's done quite a lot of laps. He's done a 2-stop. He's quite dive on that 2-stop. But Speedy has jumped Mally there in that phase. Iceman and Senna are together there as well. So the two DXT boys together there. Sort of spaced out us DXT boys. Is like you can see Anthony and Matty are together, Iceman and Senna are together, and Hobo and Corns are sort of together. Look, they're together now. So birds of a feather flock together. So we've got the the three pairs of DXT divers here. So we've got them at the front, and the middle, and the back. Well, not the back, sort of. Yeah, the back elbow, because it's P11 and 12. Who's pitting? Is that big weir pitting? Yeah. Big weir obviously has fucking damage. Freedom's got another penalty, but I'm gonna have a look at penalties. So it's a 3-second for non-human. It's a Jake Staceman's got 3, Freedom's got 6, Luke's got 6, Weir's got, a big Weir's got 6, Hobo's, or no, not 6. Luke's got 3, Hobo's got 3, Big Weir's got 3, and Collins has got 6. I don't know why Big Weir pitted for the front line. It didn't look too bad, but maybe it was bad because I know this game's like it can be a complete and utter shambles sometimes, but anyway. It's feeling spun again. Not a good day for Haas, so it's not. And one of the things to say, which doesn't normally happen, but I've told myself to stop waffling. Because that's all I normally do, as I normally fill time by waffling about nonsense that doesn't really tie in. And I'm going to start it this Sunday whenever I normally commentate, but I'm going to try and run it. And it's giving me quite a headache, but I'll talk about that subject I was talking about earlier, at the tower. So I think everybody has padded now. So yeah, everybody has pitted at least once, so nobody in theory has to pit again. These tires, everybody's fitting them about lap 20, which I thought would have been too late, but obviously they think that 18 and 16 are perfect ratios for the amount of laps that they're doing. In my opinion, I would have been putting about lap 15, because the tire wear will be a bit higher because you run higher fuel and then you've got more weight to lumber about, and they're under more, the tires are under a bit more stress. It would be my reason, so I would put a little bit earlier. The tire would be that little bit more worn. Get a new set on, and the tire wear would sort of be about the same at the end of your stints. So it would, so you don't risk it running a puncture. That's the main reason why I would do it. Now these guys probably pitted. These guys put it because of the safety car, but the safety car, yes, right, the safety car came out laps ago, a couple of laps ago, so it did. But yes, we're on the way now. I'm sorry, I'm having brain fart at the minute. I'm half sleeping. I'm sorry. Been a long week, I'm sorry. Nothing I can do about it. Non-human. I'm gonna have to walk through this. Non-human P1 has got a 1.8 second lead. That lead. Ooh. That's ooh. So Hobo's gone. He's crashed with Dar, and Dar's not in the race. Dar's gonna get out. Balkan. This is not in the race. But I know non-human has now 2.4 second gap over Speedy. DXT Anthony has got past DXT Barry, so it's not the way over. Oh, I am sorry, but I am just knackered. So our parents have split up now and have dispersed into a group of 3 and then 2 singles. So they have Collins and Pettit again. I don't know why. Non-human is now 2.7 seconds ahead. I mean, he's taking that little bit extra so he can get it. He's looking to get that 3 seconds so he can get the win. I'm sorry. So I'm trying to think of things to say. This doesn't normally happen. It's just a long week. I apologise. That's bad. Well, have a look. See who all. So who always had a front ring? So Corns, Dar, Hobo, Nevo's at 2, Santa, Flea, Frenzy, Corns again, Freedom, Hobo again, Santa again, Big Weir, Freedom again, Corns again, and that's the last one. So quite a lot of people getting front wings. Nottingham 1, 12.5. Stretching the legs there, 3.8 is the gap. So it is. I apologise. I'm constantly yawning. I've been getting the buses. I'm getting up at 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock every morning this week to get the bus to Belfast. And that's about an hour. Getting into Belfast at 8. And then spend the whole day in a town called Ballyclare near Belfast. Get on the bus at 4 o'clock. Get off at 5:45. Well, the day was long, right? Because there's plenty of university students coming in from Queen's University in Belfast. So it was 6:30 before I get off the bus because I had to get another bus because the first bus that I normally get is full. So I had to get a different bus over even longer stout. So I'm sorry for ruining this and making it mad. I should be battling this. I know I'm battling this. Just I'm struggling. Like I say, it's making me look bad. It's not normally like this. If you watch any of my other streams on my channel, it's not normally like this. So Luke and stop really yawning. Oh, I'm sorry. Have a water. Luke and Iceman are right close on track. Senna again behind, quite close. So he is. Anthony's quite close to Speedy. I could do sticking my head in a cold bucket of water. So good. So will Luke make a move? Not quite. He's not. Doesn't have the legs, but that gap's come down to 2 tenths now. The other gap's gone up. So Maddie's actually closer to Anthony than Anthony is to Speedy. Well, so I think Luke's made over an hour. Senna's caught up now. So he has. Not again. Oh, come on. Get yourself together. So Luke Robertson, sort of close, but he's not close. He's not actually. I say that he's getting a good run of the turn one there. Will he make a move? Come down at turn 3, up the inside. Will he be able to make the traction zone? Oh. God damn it. I think we're going to have a good battle there, and he's spun up. Yeah. Just unfortunate. Freedom's quite close to Big Weir, but I couldn't monitor that, and I am going to, but not on camera or with a TV direction. I'm gonna just myself, and if I say something, I'm gonna upload it. It's not as fluctuating. Non-human pulled 6 seconds. So he has, and that's neat. Oh, that's quite a lot. Just shows how quick these drivers are. Susanna. Oh, lovely little switchback move there, up the inside. Iceman, or that's Luke Robertson, a safety car. So everybody's gonna bunch up behind the safety car now. Where's the safety car? Well, I'm looking for non-human. Non-human's coming through the last couple of turns now. We've set a penultimate in the last corner. Safety car's coming up into turn 2. And it's stopping in turn 2. Well, he's not stopping, but he is. He's not sitting there on. Like. Let's see if he's out now. To pick up non-human. So. Non-human have lost. There's a bit of an advantage there, but. So as everybody else that had an advantage, Frenzy and Freedom both hit. So them halfway have been showering a couple of tires. I'm ready to go to bed. I know it's enough about me being tired because it's old leaves. Non-human. It's gonna have to pull that gap again. He needs to do the same again, but in 6 laps. He needs to pull it sort of by lap 34. Has the gap sitting there, so that makes a mistake. He can use a buffer to lean on. Or if he gets another penalty, he can have another buffer for that penalty. So he can't run. It's just a matter of getting that gap cut big enough. Hans has got a 3-second time penalty. So if the safety car they come around and go in now, I was honestly hoping we'd get a Aston Martin safety car so we could then talk about how great an Aston Martin is, but I didn't get it, so yeah. Anyway, let's see. Freedom hasn't made up too much ground since he had that spin at turn 10. Yeah, the engine sounds like a jackhammer. So safety cars in this lap. You can see his way now. Oh, he's got a bit of a gap already. That's Anthony going in the background for a move and speed 8. Anthony getting a very good restart. Not able to have a and that doesn't have the legs and that Alpine in the straight line, but sure, it's a Ferrari. Ferrari can't be done in the straight line. Anthony is really diving up the inside, trying to think, not quite. It's a little bit of a cutting. So he does. Other thing is, unfortunately, due to my tiredness, I'll not be able to conduct interviews. I could, but it'd be rubbish. I've never done interviews in my life, so I wouldn't know what to say. Collins is spun. Lap 33, has he got that? I'm not quite able to get that gap yet. Non-human. That gap is 2 seconds, so he's pulled 2 seconds in about a lap and a bit. So if he can pull a bit more, it'd be flying. So he would 2.1, 2.0 at maybe I'll go up to 2.6 before, and then come back behind and then go up and go back. And is that how the time wouldn't make it? I don't think. This doesn't take a 1 minute shot to do a lap round Belgium, but I don't know. Timing's a wee bit wrong. Sometimes it's alright, so we're doing wrong. 4:50. What did I say? Yeah, so it's 2.4 seconds. 2.5, so Speedy's actually holding on pretty well. I think Otney's edging them on, like, go so we can get on the podium. Oh yeah, sorry. One week staying me. So Freedom and Iceman are having a battle. Freedom got passed. Well, Iceman got go for a dive, no. He'll not go for a dive. So yeah. Non-human, he's got 2.7. So he has he got, so he got 3 seconds. If we can get hungry, or as long as we can get another 3 seconds, otherwise that's so Iceman has gone back past again for some reason or another. What he actually easy. Freedom has been passing him by big wear, or big stage man I should say. This Freedom's having a bit of a ding dong now. So Iceman needs to fight back here. He's not putting up too much of a defense, or he didn't put too much of a defense up whenever Freedom might to go past. I don't know, I guess it's a McLaren, there's a spawn cons. Yeah. So, coming on to the last lap now. Still raining. Miserable by the race. Weather-wise. So, the gap at the front is 3.2 seconds. It's enough. It's just not quite enough. It is plenty, like, but it's just, I wouldn't be happy with it. Who's that is Cons? Has Cons got a function? And Cons is running out of fuel. He's got no front wing. He hasn't run out of fuel long way, I think he's gonna stay out. But oh, who's that? Non-human. Oh, drama. I'm not even gonna get in the podium. It's gonna be. So he's lost his front line after spinning the car. So Speedy is gonna win the race. Anthony P2 and DXP Matty P3. Non-human is P4. Frenzy P5. Senna P6 with penalties. Iceman P7, Big Weir P8, Dar P9, Freedom P10, and Cons rounding out top 11, or the 11 finishers in this race. So if you did like this, make sure you tune in next week. Guys will be back next week. You'll take that. Yeah, you topped back with the penalties. You were maybe about, I don't know where you finished on the road, but you were quite high without the penalties. Just down block of penalties were sort of screwed you over a bit. But yes, if you did enjoy this, make sure you tune in next week. Gals should be back next week. If not, I'll have to fill it out again. And I'm sure you shall are wanting them back. So yeah, make sure you tune in next week. I don't know where they are next week, but I'll either be racing or I'll be watching. So see you guys next week. Or not see you next week. See you guys soon.